Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 cute child stars who grew up way too fast. We're all cute as kids, but have you ever been to a high school reunion and seen how massively some people change for better or for worse? Well, the same is true for child stars. Some of these are even current child stars, which makes this list super interesting, so stay tuned. But first, why not subscribe and press that big notification bell too? Coming in at number 10, we have Angus T. Jones. This kid was once the highest paid child actor in the world, until Charlie Sheen went insane and got replaced by Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, thanks Charlie.
We win so radically in our underwear before our first cup of coffee, it's scary.
Angus T. Jones of course played the role of Jake Harper on 2.5 Men. He was the cute, chubby, wisecracking son of Alan Harper. But of course in 2015 the show ended after a decline in viewership. However, just 1 year on from that, people began to realize that Angus was totally unrecognizable. He's moved on from his signature baby face, and we can now see him with a beard and some wise-looking glasses. Some say he's let himself go since leaving the show, and some even say he's going through financial struggles. But this is all false, and Angus told People magazine that he walked away from the limelight because it doesn't correspond with his new Christian life. And seeing as he was making $300,000 an episode and has a net worth of $7.8 million, he can definitely afford to not make another TV appearance for quite a while. Next up is MOISES ARIAS. When we think of child stars growing up too fast, we all think of Miley Cyrus. Don't worry, she's not on this list, too obvious. But what about Miley's co-stars? For example, Rico. Rico was played by MOISES ARIAS and was the short, annoying, and sly owner of a beach bar. He would always scheme and try to make money in the show, and there was always a feud between Rico and every other character. But where is Rico or Moses today? Well, he's since drifted away from fame and hasn't done many notable things since his days on Hannah Montana. He's now 23 and mainly does voice work instead of off-screen stuff. But one thing's for sure, his looks have changed a lot. He now has dreadlocks, and some magazines like to make fun of how much he's changed. But if you check out his Instagrams, you'll see his true fans still support him all the way. Next up is Finn Wolfhard. This Canadian teenager is probably the biggest child actor in the world right now. 2017 has been a great year for Finn, who's only 14 years old. He starred in the It movie, which ended up being the highest grossing scary movie of all time. And just a few days ago, Stranger Things 2 came out, which I'm sure you know if you've been on the internet. Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. But if you look back to Stranger Things' first season, Finn looks very different. In just a few years, he's gone from a child to a teenager, and it really shows. There are many fan-made comparisons of Finn before and after. And despite him still being a kid, it's safe to say he's grown up quite a bit already. Yeah, I'm just hoping he doesn't turn out like some other child actors. Come on, Finn, I want to see Stranger Things Season 28. Next up is SKAI Jackson. This is another current child star who's grown up a ton before our eyes without us even noticing. SKAI of course plays Zuri on the massively popular Disney show Jessie. She was 11 when she first appeared on Jessie, and in those 4 years, she's grown up quite a bit. She's 15 now and already has 3.1 million followers on Instagram. She's gone from a cute little girl to a young woman super fast and is already doing modeling for Macy's and other brands. She's known for her great sense of fashion, and many fans see her as a role model even when they're the same age. Some criticize her for using too much makeup, but her true fans really like showing their SKAI appreciation. She's also a businesswoman and has recently launched her own clothing brand called SKAI. Original. Could this girl be the next Oprah? One thing's for sure, she's come a long way from when she was 11 and just starting out on Disney Channel. Next up, we have Madison Shipman. This girl plays Kenzie Bell on the Nickelodeon show Game Shakers. She plays a girl who creates an app that makes her and her friends millions of dollars. The show launched in 2015 and has become super successful. And with that, so has the cast, including Madison. If you compare photos of her then to right now, you'll see she's transformed from a little kid to a young woman. She looks like she's moving on to college, but really she's only 14. She really does look a lot older and a lot more mature than her age, in a good way of course. She's often seen at red carpet events, and her show Game Shakers is still going, so she might be a name you'll be seeing a lot in the future. Next up is Edward Furlong. This name might not ring any bells, but the character this kid played will. He played the role of John Connor, starring in Terminator 2 Judgment Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This got him some fame, but most of his other roles were flops, which meant Edward felt he'd reached his pinnacle when he was only a kid. This caused him great sadness, which led to substance issues and then legal troubles. He was a cute kid back in his heyday, but now everyone can see the years have not been kind to Edward Furlong. And with the addition of him being photographed in mugshots and in courtrooms, he doesn't seem like a good guy, unlike his character John Connor. Some blame Hollywood for Edward's spiral into a washed-up child actor, but others say that's just the industry he signed up for. Next up we have Susan Olsen. We all know the Brady Bunch, whether we grew up with it or not. Well, back in the 70s, Susan Olsen got her big break being cast as Cindy Brady in the Brady Bunch. She was the youngest member of her family, so the directors would always make her out to be the cute, innocent character. But fans of the show may be disappointed to hear that this does not cross over to Susan's personality in her adult life. She went on to work at a radio station but was fired for being rude to an actor and ridiculing him live on air. She's also aged a lot and looks nothing like she did back when she was a teenager, let alone a child on the Brady Bunch. Next up is Jake Lloyd. There were a lot of things people didn't like about Star Wars: The Phantom Menace in 1999, but one of the things people really did gravitate to was Jake Lloyd. He played the role of a young Anakin Skywalker, and the role was a great success. However, it seems Jake has since gone to the dark side, as he's later got into some legal troubles in his adult life. This mugshot was released with a scary scar, and it went viral because of how much Jake has changed. He's also been into psychiatric wards for various reasons. And after an argument with his mom got out of hand, this former child actor landed himself in jail for 10 months. They grow up so fast. Next up is Lizzie Green. This girl is a current child star who's also grown up a whole lot. She plays Dawn on the Nickelodeon show Nicky, Ricky, Dickie and Dawn. She joined the show in 2014, back when she was just 11 years old. But in just 3 years, Lizzie has gone from a kid to a woman just like that. She now makes red carpet appearances wearing makeup and grown-up clothing. She looks far older than she is in a good way, and it seems Lizzie's going to be a star in her adulthood too. This is because of how much of a big deal she is within the Nickelodeon network. She's actually done the most press events out of anyone on Nick, and is growing an Instagram following for modeling work too. Next up is Danny Bonaduce. This popular red-haired child actor got his big break as Danny Partridge on The Partridge Family. But when the show ended in 1974, Danny felt lost and didn't get much work after that. Thanks to this, he faced battles with mental issues as well as substance issues. And he's famous for various breakups which have left him very sad and lonely. He still acts a little today, but he's not really in the limelight. Anyone can see he hasn't aged well and has grown up way too fast. He looks much older than he actually is thanks to his issues with substances. One thing's for sure, this is a sad where are they now to a once cute child actor. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for your favourite child actor who grew up way too fast. And guys, please check out my new channel The Crafty and subscribe. There'll be a video for The Crafty popping up on screen in a second, so click it to check it out. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.